Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time. Of course it is. We're not doing news today. Where is news? It's about YouTube news. There's been a big update. A big update happened yesterday. Apparently, the dislike count will now be private across YouTube, but the dislike button will remain. There was an announcement. Let's see, here we go. From YouTube themselves, and there's a big blog post. I think it's supposed to take immediate effect. We're making dislike counts private across YouTube, but the dislike button is not going away. The change will start rolling. Wait a minute, I think OBS disconnected. I'll start that again. I'll repeat myself. If we lived in a in a normal world where people were sensible and they didn't get upset by things and didn't feel the need to, thumbs down all your videos or, whatnot, then maybe the dislike button will have some sort of meaning. But if you're an old fart like me and you've been on YouTube for I don't know, it's 2006 I initially started, but started again with the channels in a couple of years back now. If you've been around as long as I have, you realise that like and dislike is completely pointless. I pay no attention. I pay no attention to it, because if I did, I probably wouldn't make any videos. Because again, a lot of people seem to think that the dislike buttons have some bearing on the actual quality of the video that's on YouTube. It doesn't. It has little bearing at all. Again, because people can blindly like things. They can be invested in creators and like everything they do without actually any qualitative assessment, and they can dislike on the same grounds. So the dislike button is largely meaningless. It's largely meaningless. It's there for the impotent to register their upset. Again, the only good point is like with big corporations and companies that do things that might not necessarily leave their customers feeling very happy. It's a good way of registering your disgust. Instead of writing a letter in green ink, you can hit the dislike button. So yeah, what do I think of it? I don't think anything of it. I just think it's another thing that YouTube are doing that's probably going to end up messing things up. Now, we all know that whether you like or dislike something, it means nothing. It is meaningless. We know that. I've proven it. Recently, I uploaded a video about Porcupine Tree / Stephen Wilson, and it got a lot of dislikes. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't mean that the video's bad. It means that the people who watched the video didn't like it. See, this is the thing. It doesn't have any qualitative assessment of the actual video, because you could make the best video ever with the best production values. It could be entertaining, but I don't know, if you come from the wrong political persuasion, or people just dislike your persona, then it's going to get thumbs down. And it has, like I say, no actual qualitative meaning. With that video about Porcupine Tree Stephen Wilson, it got, I don't know, I guess it's probably about 400 dislikes now. It's my most disliked video. It brings me great joy. Who go, he's weird. Isn't he upset? No, because none of it means anything. Whether it's up or down, it's meaningless. And again, the secret, I think OBS crapped out again. Good old OBS. Yeah, I'm going to repeat what I was saying again, sorry. So yeah, thumbs in up or down is largely meaningless, unless it's only meaningless in terms of qualitative reasons, but in terms of engagement, that's the metric that YouTube uses. So if you do but either, it's still regarded as an uptick for engagement, and that video will be given a value to be pushed out to other places. I've proven it with that Porcupine Tree video. And why do they do that? Why? Because negativity equals engagement. I think you're more likely to engage with a negative video, well, this is weird, isn't it? I talk about YouTube and all I've had is connection issues. Strange that. It's almost like they're trying to silence me. I'm really sorry about this because I've got my web connection is perfect. It's, you know, my modem is on, my computer is wired connection, so I don't know why the connection keeps dropping. It must be a YouTube thing. I'm going to have to repeat myself again. Maybe I should have just recorded this one and uploaded it. I believe that negative engagement is more important to the algorithm than positive engagement. I used that video as an example because people thumbs it down, people left negative comments, I actively replied to them, they got into an argument with me, and so the cycle continues. It creates engagement. The algorithm likes engagement. The engagement doesn't have to be positive or negative. It can just be engagement. Do you see? And then the videos get pushed out further. So that video gets lots of views, lots of downvotes, lots of comments. I can do a video, a great video, a wonderful video, largely positive, and it will go unnoticed. Again, 99% of what I do is largely positive. And I get a bit, well, I don't get annoyed. It's that exasperation again, because people say to me, "Oh, you're always so negative," and I go, "Well, I'm not. All you see is the negative stuff because that's the stuff that's pushed in your direction, because that's the stuff that gets the engagement." You know, because if you go through my video, my many rubbish videos, the music reviews, you'll see that they're largely positive, and it's, so YouTube, what do they hope to achieve by doing this? I don't know. I think they're doing it to achieve, what they're hoping to achieve is to hide the positive impact negative downvotes have on videos. I think that's what they're trying to do, because it makes no difference. It isn't qualitative at all. And if you use thumbs up, thumbs down, if you're a creator and you use that as an indication of whether your video is any good, then don't create to please yourself. When you start creating to please other people, you're not creating art. You're not creating anything of any worth. And this is the problem with thumbs up, I'd rather there not be any at all. I think it's just a nonsense. But it's there because it's there. I don't take any notice of thumbs ups and thumbs down. I wish I could turn it off on my on the engagement page or whatever it's called. I wish I could turn it off because I don't look at it. It's of no interest to me. I don't care whether you like or dislike my stuff. I don't sit there, waiting for your approval. I don't, because I'm old and I don't care. I do this for fun. I do this for money, because boy, did that Stephen Wilson video make me some pennies and got more traffic up. My traffic has gone through the roof. So, therefore, do more negative videos. Annoy. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care whether you like my videos or not. The old faithful like my videos, and I see them on Tuesday nights. I know they are. And that's what pleases me, that kind of engagement. But YouTube in itself isn't... Look, it's all a load of bullshit anyway. YouTube is bullshit, all of it, right? Because if you go out there and you look at some people's music reviews, not... Anyway, I think we're back in the room. Go and watch Justin Hawkins. He's got a new channel up and he's critiquing some music and some bands. And it's he's kind of adopted my style. I'm very proud of him. Not that he's ever seen me, I'd imagine, but you can see how us Brits operate. He has a very British take on things, and I think it's very good. But where was I? Again, OBS dropping keeps causing me to lose my thread. Blah de blah de blah, blah blah blah. Yeah, YouTube's a load of nonsense anyway. Everything is highly filtered and guided. If I take, for example, coffee time, one of the reasons I avoid doing coffee time is because it gets repressed. No one sees it. No one can see it. Yesterday, when I went live, I had one person watching. The previous few days, I was getting 24 25 people watching, but nobody heard about it because for whatever reason YouTube decided not to tell anyone, and it wasn't available. It wasn't just that person just wandered in, you know, just managed to just catch me, and then I was gone. We have that on the live stream some evenings, you know. Comments, for example. Comments disappear. People blame me for deleting them. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I block you. Sometimes, you know, I report you for harassment because you are insulting and you are nasty to me, because your anonymity allows you to be nasty to me, and so I report you. That comes with the territory. But I've replied to people, and those comments disappear. So I've seen it. So YouTube as a platform is a very strange place. So don't get too wound up about thumbs ups, thumbs downs, likes, dislikes, comments, whatever, because who knows what is actually controlling any of this. Again, with coffee time, I'd love to do a more. I mean, part of me thinks I should just move it to its own channel again and just let it die there, and then the diehards can find it, because I worry it has an impact on the other videos on my channel, because they don't tell you how the algorithm works. They won't tell you because they're worried about people manipulating the algorithm, you know. Do you see? But then you could just say that, well, Darren, everything you do is crap and that's why nobody watches. You're too negative. It's like, okay. But I'm just here doing what I do, and I don't care what you think. But yeah, Thumbs Down Man, who thumbs downs all my videos with hilarious regularity. Again, I think he wants to fuck me. That's the only thing I can deduce from his. I presume it's a him. Statistics would say it was a him. You know, it's him I'm going to worry about, because he won't get his little validation on screen anymore. You know, so maybe I should turn off the from now and just turn off the likes as well, and then nobody knows. Then nobody knows what's going on. I don't care. I haven't cared in a long time, since when we had stars. Who remembers when we had stars? I used to like that then. But they say that by hiding the dislike ratio puts people off of disliking videos. I'm like, nah, that's a load of crap. I think people really enjoyed doing it. Like I said, Mr. Thumbs Down really enjoys doing it. I mean, he had a number of sock accounts, because you could tell you get like 5 dislikes in very quick succession. And you know that these people do that, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me. It gives him something. It's him I worry about, because he needs it more than I do, you know. And you know, I'd admire his unfailing obsession. You know, it's just really cool. But yeah, I don't understand the logic of it. Either get rid of it or don't get rid of it. It's one of those things. It's you can, you can't. This is we get a lot of this in our culture. You know, you can, you can't. You can, you can't. Mixed messages. You either have the dislike button or you don't have the dislike button. Or get rid of the likes altogether and replace it with, I don't know, something else. But like I said, I wish I cared about it. The system's messed up anyway. Likes, dislikes have no bearing on, when a video is sent. It's all engagement. I think that's probably the problem, and they want to hide that, because unpopular videos still end up in your feed. When do I use there you go. When do I use the dislike button? I use the dislike button very rarely. I use it when, for example, someone's done you get a lot of this. Like, I don't know if you get so much of it now, but say I'm looking for a guitar, because my guitars, that's my thing, right? Say I'm looking for a guitar review, and somebody just puts up the still picture of the guitar with it maybe moving around with some copyright-free background music, and they put the specs up, and they label it as a review, but it isn't. It's just a spec data from the guitar. That'll get a thumbs down, because it's not a review. It's just somebody kind of trying to troll for views. So that gets a thumb down. Stuff that's, you know, racist or sexist or, you know, offensive to me, you know. But it has to be really extreme. That'll get a thumbs down. But other than that, if somebody makes a video, I saw a video the other day which I thought was well, I won't say what the video was, but I thought it was a bit distasteful. Especially with especially with YouTube's rules about gore and violence. I have a video where I did the thing with the ear and it bleeds. That one for Halloween. That has been suppressed. I can show you the views just drop off a cliff. But this person puts a video out because he's a big top tier creator and there's gore and violence in it. Won't get suppressed. Why is there a rule for him and there's a different rule for me? Even though I clearly say Happy Halloween and it's a joke and it's it's like a prank. Now that's why YouTube is completely screwed, because in trying to protect people, it ends up creating all these subsets and all these different rules, and certain people are exempt from certain rules. And as I've said before, it is not a platform for discovery. It's the opposite. It's a platform for your content being hidden, and there are ways of playing the system. Like I said, I am seriously toying with doing that Porcupine Tree, Stephen Wilson series of reviews, and we'll see how well that goes, see how well that goes. But I'm not someone out here to court controversy. I just say what I think. But it seems to be controversial these days. If you actually say what you think, and people want essays, you have to justify what you say when an opinion isn't a fact. Facts can be justified. An opinion is a feeling. Same as if I say to people, "Oh, justify why you like Porcupine Tree," they'll say, "Oh, it's great." Well, how is it great? Compare it to any album, from 2000 backwards that sold. Stephen Wilson doesn't figure anywhere. He would, like I said, he wouldn't even skim the top 40 album or top 100 album charts. So if we did it on purely sales alone, if that was the qualitative basis, he wouldn't score anywhere, would he? So this is the thing about opinions and feelings and things. Best not to have any feelings when it comes to YouTube. But yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't affect me. It shouldn't affect you. Carry on hitting the thumbs down button. You won't see it though. So again, it makes it largely pointless if you're getting a little bit of a chubby every time you hit the thumbs down button when you see me. I won't be. I don't take any notice of it, except for that porcupine. I have been deliberately looking at the at the thumbs down thing because that interests me because it's funny. I don't know how many. I don't know how many you got at the last count. Let's have a butcher's. Let's have a butcher's, eh? Because I know it's up to like 400. Here we go. 423. Woohoo! And 98 thumbs ups. There you go. And it's had nearly 5,000 views. So it's had absolutely no. Now the next one, which I said Stephen Wilson fans are the best. So they didn't come and watch that one. Anyway, I suppose we need to look at who's in the chat room. I've got 11 people in today. Exodus is in. Naz is in. John says it's because White House YouTube channel has a massive dislikes to likes. It's all political. Oh, okay. Who cares? Payne, good morning. Typing quickly before it ends. Yeah, I mean, it keeps getting kicked off. Andrew says, how's it going? It's still going. Simon says, you are hounded by Porcupine Tree fans. It doesn't bother me. It's funny. It makes me laugh, Jimmy says, I ended up with missing Kid A vinyl. I ended up with 2 of the new Kid A Amnesia vinyls when I went through it. Oh, okay. And good morning. Pascal says, good luck to you too. Payne says, the reminder button only reminds people after something's been on about 20 minutes rather than 5 minutes before, like it should. Well, again, I don't always schedule these, I just come on, but it should at least tell you at the moment I go on live, because in the old days what I used to do is I used to manually copy the link to Twitter, because that way people would know about it, and that's why I'd say to people, go and follow me on Twitter. In the old days, it used to automatically tell Twitter and Facebook that I was going live, but they stripped that out because, hey, we don't want people finding, content. It's annoying, you know. Jimmy loves a good coffee time. Good. Tom says, I miss your film reviews. It's a shame because nobody else does, because I post them and nobody watches them. And I think they're good. I know more about film than I do about music. No, I'd love to do more film reviews, but the problem is nobody cares. Nobody cares about them. And it's a shame. I'd get like 100, 200 views. I did a review of Another Round, which is a fantastic movie starring Mads Mikkelsen. Lots of people rated it. Other people's reviews got thousands and thousands of views. I got barely 300 views. So what does that tell you? People want to know a review, want to hear a review of that film, but for whatever reason, my review, which was very good, because everything I do is very good, it's top quality stuff. Well, I think it's very good, and that's all that's important. But it shows you that content doesn't get out there. You know, my film reviews consistently don't get any views. So what do? Do I start another channel? You know, and that's the thing about YouTube. If you try and step outside of your box, I mean, yeah, if I post a Pink Floyd video or a Porcupine Tree video, I know I'm guaranteed thousands of views because it's weighted for that, you know. You know, it's again, this is the problem with the platform, is you have to stay in your box, stay in your lane, and a lot of it is you know, I don't know, it's pointless. The problem is I've been doing this for a long time, and I remember, like I said, when I first started, I barely had 100 subscribers, and I used to get thousands of views. Now I have thousands of subscribers, and I barely get hundreds of views. And that isn't about my content. This is about discovery, because there are millions and millions more potential viewers on YouTube than there was when I first started. So statistically speaking, something is wrong here, you know, and that's why it isn't a platform for discovery. It's really fucking obvious, you know, it's really obvious. Pascal says, oh, he's talking to Salmon. What I think of Ian Anderson? Ian Anderson's all right, yeah. I've done loads of Jethro Tull reviews, Pascal. Go and find them. Postman was at the door. You may have missed the. You may have missed the stream. So I got tickly. I've got a real. Excuse me. I think it's COVID. I got a real tickle this morning. And I finished my coffee. I was reading the thing. I drank my coffee too soon. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, because it kept dropping out, which was really interesting. I did a video about YouTube and it kept dropping out. It's like that time I did that video about Joe Biden and it kept dropping out. Here's a question. What's my favourite album I've made? I don't know. I don't really have a favourite. It'd be probably Textures, because that was done a long time ago, and EchoNet. I like that one. More recently, the more recent ones. Yeah, I don't know. I dislike all of them. All of them. I have a fever. No, I don't have a fever. Payne says I'll have to watch the director's cut. Well, I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to leave it up as it is. Anyway, so that's it. Don't forget to dislike this video. Again, if people like my videos, then like them. And I'm not going to sit here telling you to like them like these other plonkers do, because that's just dumb, you know. I don't feel I should have to remind you. Maybe I need a little banner. Maybe I need the, you know, what do you think the little thumbs up is there for? You see his little thumbs up in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. That's so you give me a thumbs up, you know. I've been using that icon for years, but that's just me doing that, you know. Prog on. That's not me to get you a thumbs up. I thought it was like the prog on symbol, you know. But Lance says you have also started to employ a verify your age wall. YouTube have also started to employ verify your age on so-called 18 plus content. Well, that's right. There's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, Lance. Because children access this website and because there is a load of very dubious content, I think that is acceptable. That is right, you see. I think everyone should be verified on this site. There should be, you know, again, because, you know, I mean, crikey. Oh, there is so much horrible content, especially that aimed at kids. And they say, well, parents, you should monitor your children's YouTube usage. And you go, do you know how hard that is? You know, especially when you've got it locked down and this, that, and the other, and you know, and this stuff still comes out. This still comes in their feed because it's dressed up as a kid's video, but the content, the actual content of it, the context of these videos is highly dubious, and the messages held within are very dubious. No, everyone should be verified who comes on this site. Everyone should be verified. Everyone should use their real name. Everyone should post their picture next to their profile. And then I will not have people telling me, you know, how much they hate me and, you know, and insult my children. You know, the great thing about thumbs downing is then they find my son's YouTube channel, they thumbs down his videos. Like it's going to hurt me. It's like, no, it just says that you're a prick. You know, that's it. But because they're anonymous, that gives them the power to do it. I think everyone on here should be themselves. You know, and if you don't like it, then don't come on the internet. You know, it would kill off a lot of this bullshit that we see on a daily basis. A lot of these pylons. And a lot of this misogynist crap that's out there, you know, it'd all disappear overnight. Oh, but what about freedom of speech? What about whistleblowers? What about them? What about them? You know? So I think that's a good thing. Have a good day. I don't think I will, John. I never have a good day. So, yeah, that's that. That's my thoughts on it. I don't really care. You shouldn't care. YouTube's a shit show as it is, and it will continue to be a shit show because it's YouTube. This is it. They have a way of fixing everything. They have a way of making it okay. Everyone, like John Stevens there, instead of hiding behind an avatar and a fake name, come on and put their real details in. That's linked to an IP address, that's linked to a router, that's linked to an actual physical address. So then when anything dubious, whether been uploaded or any comments made or any harassment, everybody knows where it's done, you know? Everyone knows where it comes from, where the source of it is. And then suddenly, overnight, the internet will be a lovely, friendly, safe place. But they won't do that because you've got to feed off the hate. You've got to feed off the hate. Remember that. And that's where all the traffic comes from. Just imagine an internet without hate. Imagine that. It wouldn't work. No, it isn't you, Stephen, because look at you. That isn't your picture. You know, that isn't your picture. That's not really you. And anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I've gone on far too long. This video probably won't be made active for about 24 hours now. Because, again, YouTube's shit. I'll do a live stream. And then 24 hours later, it'll become active on the subs page. Because, you know, and everyone goes, oh, I missed that one. It's like, yeah. Anyway, ta-da.